everyone. Esther here from Irresistables and IRHSP, and just wanted to do a shout out and make this video so that I could update you on some things that have been going on around here and some upcoming exciting events and news, and thought it was just kind of easier for me to put it in a video and share what I want to share. Well, number one, I'm sure some of you have noticed I haven't been posting as much as I normally do, and I have recently gotten better, but I was pretty under the weather. I was on vacation for a couple of weeks, a few weeks ago, and then someone on the plane lovingly shared their cough and their cold and whatever they had, and I unfortunately ended up with it. And I was having a hard time. I missed 3 to 4 days of work, which my staff was like, she must really not feel good. And I never miss work, and I don't want to. So they were kind of like, wow, she's really not feeling good, but I'm better. It just so happens while I was on vacation, I took a bad fall and I landed on my right side of my rib cage. I was walking down a cement angled embankment and someone must have called out my name or something, and I looked up and I missed the bottom of it going down to the beach as we were boarding a boat, and I fell really hard. So what happened was, coupled with the upper respiratory infection I had, 2 antibiotics later, I'm finally feeling better, but my ribs are nasty, and having coughing and laughing and sneezing and sniffling while you have potentially, either really bruised or a couple hairline fractures in your ribs is no picnic and not fun. So it's kind of kept me from my normal schedule. I was gone for 2 weeks. I was away like a week and a half before that in Arizona celebrating Smiley Miley's birthday. And then I came home and boom, I got sick. So last Sunday was about the first day that I started feeling back to normal. My voice was like 10 octaves lower. It was crazy. But I'm sorry for not updating you sooner. So I thought this was a really good way to do it and touch base with you. So as far as me personally, really quick, I just want to let all of you know that it's been a little stressful for me personally, not only with my stuff I had going on and my health, but I have an elderly mother. She's 88 years old, a doll lover, and many of you have heard the stories about how she was my influence on loving dolls. She has pretty bad dementia, and we're dealing with a situation right now with her nose where she's had some very bad growths which are blocking her breathing, and it was determined yesterday that she's going to need a major surgery. Well, it needs to be done as soon as possible. The problem being that I am leaving Thursday because I'm going to Thursday for Arizona to go be with my youngest daughter, Alyssa, Smiley Miley's mom, because she's having open heart surgery, and she's only 33, and we discovered that there was an issue with her heart while she was actually pregnant with Miley. And some of you have heard this and some of you haven't, but Miley pretty much saved her life, and we are finally now at the point where a year later we can finally address the situation, and we're hoping that it's going to be repaired and there won't be any complications, but it's still pretty scary and pretty stressful. So thinking of my mom having a major surgery in Illinois and my daughter having a major surgery in Arizona, you can imagine what that's done to my focus and my concentration level. So now that you kind of know what's going on with me, even though I'm going to be gone, the warehouse will be open. I did want to mention that I might not be as quick as answering emails, but I will be working. And for those of you who might need a question answered really fast, my suggestion is either call the warehouse, 815-209-9990. We're here Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30 Central Standard Time, or email Stacy, Stacy, at Irresistables.com. She is all over it and will be able to answer your questions probably a lot faster than I will. So at least for the next month and a half, I probably won't be back till right before Christmas or right thereafter. Please keep that in mind and be patient with us. I would really appreciate it. Okay, enough of the boring stuff. I just wanted to put that out there. I want to share some exciting news and tell you of some of the recent happenings that are around here. So first of all, I'm going to say we finally got our first large shipment from the new factory in Germany. I'm getting reviews already that the vinyl is lovely and not damaged or blemished, and all put together, and it's just wonderful. So we've been shipping a lot of that stuff, and there's more coming. It's just been a very slow and painful process getting my molds, which there's quite a few, over from factory A to factory B. So that's been like a full-time job in of itself, and I try really to answer questions as much as I can, but so many of you are always saying, when is this coming? When is that coming? And the short answer is I usually can't tell you exactly when it's gonna come. I know it's on order, I know they're working on it, I feel like a broken record, but please understand that if it's not on our site available to purchase, it is orderable. And if it's available to order, that means we are for sure getting it. So please understand that I'm not in control of that situation. It's getting better. I'm really thinking 2026 is going to be our year. It's been a couple years already that I haven't been able to have my Ping Lao kits in stock on a readily available basis, and that's been really, really difficult. And you know, the market is tough, and there's so many kits that are out there, and I think a lot of them are starting to compete with one another. But you know, they're also cute. It's just, you know, there's only so much that, you know, we can, you know, distribute and provide our customers with. And then when a customer wants to reorder something that we've ordered and we don't have it, it's really up to the supplier to be able to provide us with the kit if we want to reorder it. But they have to wait until they make their minimum purchases, get their minimums to be able to order from their factory. So between me not having the Ping Lao kits and then running out of the artist kits, which I'm grateful to have and I love it, it's just so frustrating when I can't tell you when something's going to come in. So please be patient with us and understanding that, and we will do our best to answer whatever we can. But rest assured that if it's on the site and you can order it or pre-order it, we will get it. Something about the new vinyl that I wanted to share is that the new vinyl is absolutely gorgeous, but the one thing that is a little bit different, and you guys are going to notice in all of your packages, you're going to have a note, a little love letter from me, that is going to explain that there's additional flashing that is around the bottom of the base, sometimes a little bit in the eyes, and sometimes at the sockets on the legs. This is completely normal. This is part of the molding process, but being that we get thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of vinyl that come through here, we can't possibly shave it off. And the factory does the best that they can to be able to remove most of it, but my little love letter will be in with all of your kits, and it will explain how I suggest that you remove it. It does not affect the quality of the vinyl. It's nothing like that. So just know that it's not defective, that is normal, and when you read your note, you'll understand it, and you're gonna see it in any of our kits that come through from Germany. Of course, my suggestion is to, kind of shave it or cut it off, and you need to be very careful. And we will not take any vinyl back that has been cut after it's left here, because we have really high quality control. And once you decide to do something with it, whether pull it off or slice it off or however you decide to do it, maybe you don't want to do anything with it because it goes on the inside of the doll anyway. We will not take it back unless it's sent back exactly how it was sent to you. The other situation that you might find is some of the torsos, sometimes the little sockets where the arms go in, where the connectors have to meet it, they haven't been cut out. Sometimes they are. I just thought it best that I just explain this so that you guys know that we're well aware of the situation, and that you guys now will also know too. So that's that. So it's looking up for German vinyl. I'm very happy with the reports I'm getting, and I'm really, really encouraged that next year is going to be a great year. Okay, so a couple of new products I want to tell you about. We just got in the most amazing shipment of our high quality Angora mohair. I think I got something like 10 colors. This is absolutely beautiful mohair. It's a little bit different than what we carry from Heike Politz. Hers is outstanding, exceptional, there is no doubt. You pay for the quality that you get, and she's an amazing, amazing person to work with. So this is definitely, I'm not gonna say in competition with it because it's a little different. This is Angora, super soft. super fine, great for, you know, micro and mono rooting, great for directional rooting, great for newborn babies that you just want a little bit of fuzz here and there. And of course, right now we're out of stock on our Heavily Illusions needles, but the good news is they are in production right now, and I'm hoping to have them shipped here by the end of this week. So maybe next week we'll have them, so they will go back on the site. I apologize for that. Partially me dropping the ball because I was not around, didn't realize we were so low on stock, but it's been handled. So you'll have your needles, you'll have some new beautiful mohair, and I think you guys will really love it. We're selling it in 1 ounce packages for $59.99. It's really a very fair price for the quality that you're gonna get. So check that out. The other thing that we received recently is a very large shipment of our mouth-blown round glass eyes. On the site, we call this our lifelike mouth-blown round eyes. They're glass, of course. Each one is individual. And we have the blue sclera version and just the regular white version. They are both absolutely gorgeous. The quality of these eyes is amazing. I pulled a green from the white and an ash green from the blue, and I just wanted you to see the realism. Some of them have larger pupils, others of them do not. We do a pretty good job at photographing them, trying to capture the color of them, but we got a huge shipment of those, and between the mohair and the eyes, we are working on getting them on the site as fast as possible, so hopefully after Thanksgiving, everything will be in stock. In addition, we just received a huge shipment of pacifiers. We have all the new updated colors. I'm sure some of you saw it on the front of our site. They've been flying out of here. Was low on inventory on those, but we built it back up, and now we're ready to go for at least the rest of the year, going into the beginning of next year. So that's that for Irresistibles. Your Angus kits should be shipping very soon because they're going to ship to me. We just got the COAs today, and so cute. So cute. Really happy about that. Okay, now for the exciting news that I'm so excited to tell you about. Oh, I would say probably, well, for sure for the last year, but even more so longer for another product I'm going to tell you about. We have 3 new products that we're developing with IRHSP. 3! And just when we thought that IRHSP was, you know, at its best, well, guess what? We are ready to move with some new products, adding to our product line. I think all of you are gonna love them. We are in the final stages of testing them. I've sent them out to several people, waiting for some responses. I've already gotten some responses. I've, of course, tested the heck out of them, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, you're gonna be interested to hear what I have to say. So, with no further ado, in the last few years, I've noticed that, you know, with the painting trends differing and a lot of the products going on that more buttery, smooth, you know, smooth, more translucent kind of a paint, even though ours are pretty pigmented, but they're more on the translucent side, and most people really, really enjoy using them that way. You can always add to your color, and you know, make it richer. But the new paints have had all different kinds of mediums to go with them, right? So I would say in the last 6 months, I have had more people than ever ask me for some kind of an agent or an additive that can be added to the paint and or your thinning medium that you're using or liquid thin that you're using to make it even glide even better and elongate what you have in your well. And many people have expressed over the years that although they love it, and we sell a boatload of liquid thin, so I'm sure that people are using it and loving it, some have reported that they would like to see something a little bit thinner. Now, when I developed liquid thin, I decided to go thinner than thinning medium and thicker than a liquid solvent or a liquid mineral spirit like Gamsol, or we that's what we suggest because it's eco-friendly, it's non-toxic, it doesn't smell, as well as the Eco House products. Those are also very natural and they're great. I used to say that only liquid thin, only liquid thin, only liquid thin. It just so happens I pretty much paint only with liquid thin plus my new product that I'm going to tell you about. But it's not a big deal if you want to add a couple drops of a mineral spirit to it. It will not, break down the paint and you'll be just fine, and maybe it will go a little longer for you. However, now that most of you are familiar with and have used Liquithin, I'm happy to report that I have a new product, and it is called blending fluid. Blending fluid is not an oil-based product. It is a heating agent that you add to your paint, and it can do a myriad of things. It will, it will add to the elongation of your paint. It will not change the color. It is like 100% curable. A lot of the others that are out there, my competitors have been promoting for a long time. We've had this product since we started our company. But I didn't want to come out with it. I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to come out with Liquithin because I thought, Liquithin is different. Nobody's got a product like this. And I decided to make this white because I wanted to make it so that you could actually see what you're doing. But some people also were telling me that it was a little hard for them because they thought it was diluting the color and changing it in the well. But the truth is it doesn't really do that. It just thins it out. So when you paint it on, it definitely looks like the color you're expecting. Well, here you go. If you think that Liquithin is too thick, this is still a thinning medium. This blending fluid works in sync with this. You do not need this, and you do not need this. But to have it be really effective, the blending fluid needs to be used with some kind of a thinner or thinning medium. These guys together are amazing. And I did clear because my motto, less is more. Less is more with my life. I'm a very simple person. Less is more with, I'm more about quality than quantity, and less is more with Irresistables Reborn Heats at Paints. Less is more. And literally, if you put a pea-sized drop of paint in your well and you use, like I always say, pretty much a little bit more than a pea size or 2 pea sizes, pretty much just to cover the paint color of Liquithin, and 2 to 3 tiny, teeny drops of this, you will not believe how it paints. It is unbelievable. I have also tried it by using, a couple drops of the solvent, but it kind of defeats the purpose of what I'm doing. So my main message to you is blending fluid is not a thinning medium. I know there's thinning oils out there. I know there's liquid thinners out there. This is completely different. No one is doing anything like this. And it took a long time for me to decide, okay, maybe we'll use it. And we tweaked it, and it's not as thin as water, even though it looks like it's moving. It's a little bit thicker than water, less thin than oil. Definitely not really oily. And it's not an oil, and definitely curable. So be on the look for it. IRHSP blending fluid. We're going to release it very soon. You are going to love it. I've had a blast painting a baby with it right now, and I'm just loving it. So that's product number 1. Product number 2 is something that we've kind of been working on and off. We start it, we stop it, we start it, we stop it. And finally, I've just had some people ask me lately for a really nice sealer / gloss for the lips, or a product to be able to make it look like the tongue is wet, or that you get, the dewy eyes. Now we have dewy skin and we have satin. The difference between this product, which is very, very thick, it's not thin at all. You have to stir it up and use it, but when you apply it, it applies beautifully. And what it does is it will give your baby a pretty glossy finish in the areas where you want it glossy. Whereas dewy and satin, those will give you a nice sheen. There's a definite difference between this product and those. So for those of you who like to use a glossier look, whether you want to make bubbles or you want to make a wet look on the mouth, you know how babies are drooling, you can make drool, you are going to definitely love this product. So I'm doing samples, like I said, and these were applied differently. For the most part, this is me testing the mohair and hair painting. These are fairly shinier than this, but they are both applied exactly the same with a brush, and that's it. You don't even have to pounce it. It really leaves no lines, And it is, of course, heat set, and it makes your dolls look really, really pretty for that nice finishing touch. So that is going to be called IRHSP Gloss, and that will be released fairly soon too. We're hoping to get at least one of these products out before Christmas, and then, or maybe two, and then go into the next year with the other one. The third one I am really, really excited about, because this is something I have wanted to create forever, and it took us a while, but we finally got it. By the way, the blending fluid has an agent in it that helps with adhesion. And when I release it and I do my demonstrations and I give you your bullet points of what it's good for and what it will do and won't do, you'll be able to read all the details. But this product is amazing. I mean, it really makes the paint adhere even better than how it's been, you can use it as a primer if you really want to. I mean, but basically I still love our primer, and you can mix this in with your primer to make it a little thinner if you want, but I just wanted to mention that. Okay, here it is. This is a product called Liquibond. Liquibond is my answer to a vinyl repair, a vinyl glue. I'm not going to call it a putty because it is not like a putty. It is applicable with just a paintbrush, and I don't have a plain paintbrush here, but literally it's kind of very similar to our mediums, so it has a little bit of stringiness to it. But here's the deal. All you need to do is say you have a bubble in the eye, or you have a slit in the eye, or you have maybe like a knife grazed the cheek and left a scratch that is open a little, or you have problems with the lips, whatever it is, this is your best friend. I am telling you, I have used this and done about 100 tests and use it on so many test limbs. This one specifically, and I'm going to kind of show this to you. This limb is in perfect condition. There's not an an imperfection anywhere to be found. And when I tell you what I did with it, and you take a look closely at what I'm going to show you, you're not going to believe it. The first thing I did was I took this fingertip and this fingertip, and I literally sliced it off, like it was hanging by a thread, as if it needed stitches. And if you look at it, you can't even tell that I fixed it. Therefore, an amazing thing has become available because it is wonderful. I also took my scalpel, and you know how sharp scalpels are, right? The point of it, if you touch your skin, you're gonna start bleeding. I went like this, all with my scalpel, all over the front side of this arm. It had so many slashes and gashes that it had to be completely glued over, for lack of a better word. Bonded over is really the right word, and you can't even tell. I mean, I literally slit it and cut it, and know how you get those like little fingertip and toe and bottom of the foot, and you know, and sometimes around the pads of the hands, you get those micro bubbles or whatever. Great. All you need to do is brush it over it and bake it. That's it. You can pounce it if you want, but if you get it on thin enough, and again, it's going to be a learning curve for you guys to decide how to do it. The other thing I did was I sliced this arm right down the middle, and literally you cannot even tell that it was glued or fixed, I'll say. I mean, this stuff is amazing. Easy peasy to use. Brush it on with a brush, or you can take one of the, I can never remember what it's called, the palette knives that people use to sculpt with, and you can even use the side of it to get it in. You can open up your vinyl and get it on the inside, so it gets glue, it gets the bonding stuff on the inside. Squeeze it together and then paint over it and pounce it or wipe it with a sponge. Throw it in the oven, 12 minutes, 265, your vinyl is fixed. I fixed a series of bubbles in an old Ping Lao kit that we were getting a lot of bubbles in it. I had to do it 1 or 2 times I was figuring it out, but by the time it was done, you couldn't even tell there was a bubble. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Easy to use. You don't have to wait till it dries overnight. You don't have to glop it on. You're gonna treat it like paint. It's got a nice consistency with a brush in your paint. I will probably be including a little teeny micro brush in there with it so that you can use it. It will get in the crevices of the cracks. Unbelievable. So when I'm ready to release it, I will do a whole video on how to use it properly, just like I will do a whole video on the blending fluid. And of course, I'll do an example video of how I use the gloss. Well, there you have it. Those are 3 really cool things that we're coming out with, and I wanted to get you excited before Thanksgiving because on Thursday, like I said, I'm leaving and I will be available to answer questions, but you know, watching your daughter go through open heart surgery, that's gonna be pretty stressful. So I'm very excited to tell you about these things because it's really been helping to keep me going and I'm really excited. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to message me, post them in the group. I will keep you updated with all the latest happenings. I'm sorry this turned out to be such a long video, but I had a lot to say and I haven't seen all of you. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go to the show last weekend, but now you got me and I'm back and I'm motivated and I'm excited, and I want to most importantly say thank you for all of your support and all of your love and all of the wonderful orders and the comments and participating in our group, and it's growing and growing. But most importantly, also, I want to wish you a very happy, safe, and healthy Thanksgiving weekend next week. And I am more than grateful for all of you. And just know that no matter how big or how small your question is, it's important. No matter how big or how small your order is, it's important. You're important. Without you, I couldn't do what I do. So, on that note, I will bid you farewell. I will say have a pleasant evening. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week and weekend before Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Be thinking of us on Thursday while my daughter is, you know, in a precarious situation, and I know she's going to be fine, but it's going to be a little scary. So just be patient with me if I don't get right back to you. Okay? I love you all. Kisses, happy holidays, and thank you from all of us here at IRHSP and Irresistables. We appreciate you.